Hi, welcome to our Win Legal channel, the channel to provide tips, tactics and strategies to help you through your legal dispute. And today we're talking about how to craft and draft powerful letters before action. As a law firm, we often get instructed to help potential claimants write their letter before action. And we see all sorts. We see claimants who have done a first draft via ChatGPT or have simply tried doing a first draft themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that, but here are some tips that we would recommend you follow to ensure that you have the most robust, well-crafted letter before action before you start any legal proceedings. The first thing we recommend is having a very clear chronology, understanding what's happened in your dispute, what the timelines are, when did whatever happen, and who are all the key players in this dispute. I also recommend that you make it very concise as to what the issues are. I think some of the best letters before action are those that are concise, to the point, and set out exactly what the complaint is and what you're seeking as a result of that complaint. Be specific, try not to waffle too much, because that can only assist when this matter potentially goes to court. To the extent that you can provide documents to back up your position, the better. In English litigation, documents are king. Many cases are won or lost based on the integrity and the existence of documents. So if you can provide those as early on as possible, that can only be a very good thing to bolster your case. It's really important that you also address the letter before action to the right party. I know that sounds like a really obvious point, but the number of letters before action we get addressed to an individual rather than a company, or to a company rather than an individual, is quite shocking. So make sure that you spend some time making sure that the letter before action is addressed to the right opponent. I also think it's a good idea to incorporate some case law or statutory law where that is applicable. Not for the sake of doing it, but only if it's going to help your case. And if you are going to use ChatGPT, I think you've got to be very careful, because it's not always the case that ChatGPT refers you to the right case law, and I've seen a case like that this morning. And finally, try to take the emotion out of your letter before action. I completely understand that litigation can be very emotional at times, but the best letters before action are to the point, matter of fact, and in many ways, just the right level of aggression to make your point. Always remember that a letter before action could appear in front of a judge. So when you're writing it, try and remember that you're speaking to the judge, not just your opponent. I hope these tips, tactics and strategies can help you through your legal dispute. If you want any more information, visit www.win.legal. Thank you very much for listening.